Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, we have pushed this beyond its limits. Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex, and welcome back to some more GTA 5. I will be doing that in foreign languages at another time. But for today, we really need to check this out because, one, we haven't been to North Yankton for a while, and two, I still haven't checked this car out yet. It's the Karin Everon, which is based on the Toyota Hilux, and this thing actually looks quite a lot like a Toyota Hilux. Very similar, and it looks absolutely amazing. I can't believe I've not actually seen this car yet, but this is definitely a winner. And you guys already know what this car is all about. That was some terrible keyboard control for me. Pretty much horning, jumping out the car instead of going forward. Here we go. So you guys already know what this is about because this has been out in GT Online for a little while, but we have not checked it out on this channel yet. So I'm just going to drive over here. Park her up, turn on my camera mod, and let's have a look. So, on the mods, we're actually going to check out the liveries first. So we have the single black racing stripe, pretty simple. Then we have the single white racing stripe, again, pretty simple, works very nicely. We have the double black racing stripes, which isn't just a Viper stripe, this has also got the little stripes as well. Then we have that in white as well. It also goes around on the side, as you can see, 4x4 markings. And this also has it on the back as well. Huh, okay. Then we also have the fast black racing stripes. That one's alright, actually. I quite like that one. Then we have the tattered US flag right here and along the side. Not really into that one. Then we have the Children of the Mountain. I don't know what company that's supposed to be based on, if any, but that is an interesting thing. Find out for yourself. Find out about yourself on the mountain. Fellowship. Sounds like a cult. Then we have the Harsh Souls in what I would say is probably my least favourite thing to do to a car ever. Flames. It's never a good look. It looks awful. We also have this graffiti style thing on the top that says Harsh Souls with a bunch of... What is that behind? Skulls? Skeletons? I can't see. Either way... No. Oh, and there's a skull there, so I guess that is what it is. Not really my thing. We also have Disruption, Logistics. I actually quite like that design, where it goes from white at the front to then your colour at the back. I quite like that one. That's not bad. Then we also have the Facet Camo right there, which obviously if we had this in a different colour, it would be a little bit more obvious. But for now, actually, I'm thinking... Let's go for the black fast race stripes right there. So on the spoiler, we actually have just the stock. Then we have the primary flat spoiler. It is actually a spoiler at the back right there. Oh, and actually, by the way, I might try and slam this down. I really want to see what that looks like. We'll have to see. So on the front bumper, we have quite a lot of options here. We have the stock. We have the front splitter right there. Oh, that's quite a nice look, actually. That does actually go with all the softness of the front. And then just has this nice little chin at the bottom. Then we have the bull bar with the chin. We have the bull bar, chin and winch. We also have that with fogs as well. That is a whole busy look right there. Everything's going on. Then we also have this with the Explorer bull bar with all the combinations. And then also the polar bar right there. Now I think the polar bar is going to be similar to what James and Jeremy used in their Hilux when they went to the North Pole. My memory is quite hazy on that one, but it does look familiar. And I guess with the polar bar name, you would assume so. So actually, I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for the polar bar with the winch and the fogs. I'm going to go the whole 9 yards. Then on the rear, we have the stock. We have Chrome Bumper 1 and Chrome Bumper 2. Chrome Bumper 2 looks nice and chunky. I think that's going to be perfect for this build. Let's go for that. On the skirts, we have the stock steps. Then we have the chrome side steps right there. Let's just see how that compares. Then we have number 2. I'm going to go for that, as I think that's quite a solid look. Then on the exhaust, we have the stock, which is... Where is the exhaust on this? It's there. It's just hiding away. Then we also have the angled dual right there. And then we also have the dual exhaust at the back, but aren't all chrome and a little bit more understated. I'm actually going to go for that dual exhaust as I don't want them to stick out too much on this particular build. On the bonnet, we have, apparently, a huge list. So we have the stock, we have the secondary colour, we have the carbon fibre, we have the primary hood guard, So it's primary with the hood guard. We've also got that in secondary and carbon. We've got the vented hood in secondary and carbon. I tell you what, why is it the Rockstar offer you the secondary and carbon on things like bumpers and bonnets and stuff like that, and then when it comes to exhaust, it's like, no, you're having titanium and titanium only? I don't really understand the logic there. But it's nice that we have the choice here. So then we have all of these different options with the hood guards and the vents. We've also got the intake right here. And we've got another intake with the hood guard. And then we've got the double vented hoods. Looks very Evo style, that one. And that in different combinations. And that with the guard as well. I think for this one, I might go for the vent and the guard in the primary colour. Just like that right there. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Then on the fenders, we have some stuff over the bed here. So we have the stock open cover. We have the short bed cover. This is just a retractable one. We have the container rack. We have the containers on the rack. We have the roll cage. Then we have the roll cage with the capped fogs. We have that with the container rack. And then we have the full set with the fogs and the containers and the rack and the bull bars and the roll cage and everything else. Yeah, I'm just going to go for that. Let's just get it all on there. Then on the roof, oh my god, so many combinations again. So this is going to be stock, secondary carbon. Then we have this with the vortex fins at the back. Not really feeling that one. Oh my god, that carbon texture. Oh, no, 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 no. That looks awful. No, 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 no. Okay. So we also have this with the roof bars in the different color combinations. Actually, interestingly, on the secondary, it has the secondary color. On the primary, it has the primary color. And then carbon, it actually has chrome. Don't know why we couldn't just have chrome for all of them, but never mind. We also have these cross bars right here. Then we have these with the skis on them. And then we have this roof rack right here. I'm going to go for the primary color roof rack. Actually, I'm going to go for the secondary color roof rack just to spice things up a bit. So let's just do all the engine, brakes, and transmission. Then we have the suspension. We can actually get that quite low to the ground. I think for this one, I might just go for that. So it's a little bit of a drop, but nothing too crazy. Then on the paints, I'm going to go for classic red. Just like Jeremy and James's one. In fact, we might go for Torino red. It's a bit brighter. Then on the secondary colour, on the roof, I'm thinking of going for a classic ice white, just to mix it up a bit. Although now that we've done that, I don't like the way this livery looks. So I might actually go for the white stripe instead. Yeah, I'm going to go for the white, as I think the white and red is a good look right there. And so on extras, we don't actually have any extras. Then we have the turbo, and that's it. I don't really want to change the wheels for this one, because I have a feeling that if we were to go to the off-road wheels, they just won't look as good. Oh, actually, they're not bad. They look a little too big, though. They look a little off. So I think for this one, I'm actually just going to keep that in stock right there, as I think that's a solid look. And there was our first build done. Actually, this is pretty quick. This is really quick. Oh, that is great. And right here in North Yankton, that is a solid look. It's a shame that when you play this online, you can't drive around North Yankton with this. I don't know why Rockstar never finished this map off and just released this as an update. That would have been a huge update for GT Online. It just seems that this whole map that they made so much for it. They made all the distant mountains and everything, and I don't know, it just feels like they just haven't really done enough for this map. It had so much potential for so much more. But speaking of potential for so much more, I think that it is possible to get this thing slammed to the ground and have like a Star Style version. It might look absolutely terrible, but I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to turn out. And so we're going to go back to our roots in many ways, not just by stancing cars, but right back to the first ever mission in GTA 5, right here. Let's try the stanced, dropped, lowered version. Okay, and well, here it is, right here, sort of lowered. I mean, I could have perhaps gone a little lower, but I had to make the wheels so much smaller just to get this to look like they were normal size wheels, but they still look pretty big and chunky. But that is really low when you consider just how tall this thing is right here. In fact, let's just try and get next to each other. And you can see... Oh, got a bit of bugging here. This is definitely very, very low. Okay, look at how much of a drop that has had. That is absolutely insane. Wow, I actually made the wheels thinner because they were just too thick with the wheels that we had on there before. But the problem is that the arches were definitely not designed for it to be slammed like this. But that is pretty crazy. I actually want to see, I'm just going to try an experiment and see if we can get this even lower still. It won't be very drivable, but let's just see if we can. So let's just go to tyres and let's just make the wheels even smaller. This is definitely getting way too small. This is now getting to like, I don't know, what are these, like 17, 18s maybe? And then we have to adjust where they sit on the floor. And actually, interestingly, when you change this, it changes the whole thing here. So actually, that front diff is actually now going into the floor. But we'll ignore that. And then the same for the rear. And then let's just get this height down even more. Ooh, actually, we're definitely starting to scoop up some snow at the front there. And rear height, let's just get this slammed down. We'll tuck that in. We'll make this a tucked look, I think. Front height to get that level. Ooh, yeah, we might have to actually take off that front splitter. And actually, we've tucked this in way too much now that we've actually got stuff coming through. Right, we're going to have to lift that up. So the rear height to match on the front does bring us up to there. Yeah, we can't get this slammed, but oh boy. Oh boy, yeah, we have pushed this beyond its limits. And this is how we have now ended up. Well, there we go. That's just some nice tomfoolery with the new Karin Everon. I say new, it's been out for a while. But I wanted to do something special, and I've made a hover version of it. So that's pretty good. I've made it my own. Well, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have watched all the way to the end of this video, and normally at this point I like stop and look at a sign. There is nothing here. This is barren land. We're out in the middle of nowhere. So I'm actually just going to keep driving until I see a sign. Wow. Okay. So how are you guys doing? Oh, look, stop. Actually, no, don't say stop. That's not what I want to have. I don't want to, like, forget what word I tell people, and then I go and look in the comments, and it's just, like, a whole page of people saying stop, because then I like, feel bad because I forget, and I just think people are being mean. Okay, here we are. Finally getting here. So how are you guys doing? You can let me know in the comment section below how you're doing. Hopefully you're all staying well. That's another thing. The coronavirus still exists. I hope you guys are all wearing masks. I hope you're all keeping safe and distant from everyone, and you're not having crazy parties with no masks and everything, and potentially spreading disease, or whatever coronavirus can be considered. Is it a disease? I'm not entirely sure. For those of you who don't know, I had it. It sucked. I still can't breathe properly. Well, now that we've got all the way here, if you have got all the way to the end of this video, you can say something that doesn't nope, none of these words I want to have in the comment section. Locksmiths. There we go. You can say locksmiths in the comment section below. That lets me know that you watched the whole thing. You can let me know if you think a slammed one of these is a good idea. Maybe you think I'm an idiot. Maybe the hover car version is your thing. Well, anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.